The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Wk7. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second down carry for Wk7. Has a lane past the 45. Down the sideline inside the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Wk7 with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, it's Cook. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert.
They send a man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught by Burton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Allen setting up play action. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. about to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
Ready? Alert! Alert!
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bison. Let's go now. Hup.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Check go.
They go play action on 1st. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Track him 60. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead to 7. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead to 8. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Allen. Cook calls it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Back to throw now, Allen. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down throw for Allen. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Allen on the play action. Forced out to his right. Has the connection to Jones. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Second and 10 now. Buys time, rolling run. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Offense up to the line fast. First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Bills with a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming here. Allen. Chased out to his right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. Pass complete to Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo! And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. Allen looking to throw this. And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They go play action here. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it's...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. They've got a man in motion. Another try following the sack. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebacker's coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down. Back to the air. Allen. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Allen now on first down. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
To throw again, it's Allen. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. 79 Bronco.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, so that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, and that's not gonna do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Bronco 80. Check go.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A-Chain again. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set up.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Buck 18, Pioneer. Go.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
HN again on second. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Ready? 60 by 6. 60 by... Traveler.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Warrior 70.
Throwing off the play fake here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Hawk 7. Hawk. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 range. 70 range. Take go.
He's going to throw this one. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ready?
From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's on the move. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Third and long, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He puts him two. Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 22 on second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's third down now.
Ready up. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Shag. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They run, it's Achan. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Working quickly here. From the 48. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive 4-1 right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Finds Kincaid. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Allen. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Allen to the air. Connects with Cook. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by, here we go, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bills have some new life in the 4th. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, Well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Dolphins take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Running left, here's A-Chain. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Allen setting up play action. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. That's grabbed inside the 30.
Go, go.
Offense up to the line fast.
Alert!
First down throw for Allen. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Allen gonna throw again. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To the air again, Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
At the 60, at the 18, Pioneer. Check. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Check go.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center. It connects on the deep shot. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flush down out to his left. He's gonna keep it this time. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Able to find Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bills hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cook calls it in. And they take him down right along the 30. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. 2nd and 3. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Here we go, 7. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Chap.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up.
19, track at 60. Shut up. Say, hey. 19 tight, 19 tight. Huh.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Trying again, following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Trying to push it deep downfield. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. That one vehemently swatted away. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Man in motion here. Desperation time here on 4th. Buys time, rolling right. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So after we saw 4th down last snap, now we've got 1st and goal. They're going play action. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Dolphins continue piling it on here in the 4th. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.